the third time in as many days, the Nadi River has once again burst its banks. Nadi Mayor has confirmed floodwaters are beginning to enter into villages in the low-lying areas, with some places in the Nadi town already flooded. The Nadi back road is once again closed to traffic as floodwaters continue to rise. People in Nadi are preparing for the worst and are stocking up on essentials to prevent a repeat of last week. They are closely monitoring the situation as the heavy downpour continues. If the rain continuing, there is a real threat of a repeat of last week's flooding. A Nadi businessman is calling on the interim Prime Minister and the interim Works Minister to step in to assist the business houses in Nadi, as there is no water to clean their shops. Many businessmen might think again before continuing their business in the future, as they have lost everything in their shops. Interim Prime Minister tours disaster zones.
The interim Prime Minister is right now touring the disaster zones, areas affected and evacuation centers in the Western Division. Commodore Frank Bainiarama was briefed by the SMAC officials on the situation so far while visiting St. Andrew's School in Nandi, one of the largest evacuation centers providing shelter for over 2,000 people. He was told that 5 DISMAC teams that have been activated to try and distribute rations to the evacuation centers are finding it difficult reaching some centers because of flooding at Waimalaka and Lomolomo. He was also told this is the worst flood to hit Nandi. Meanwhile, heavy rain and floods has forced hotels in the Western Division to activate Plan B, where most of them are resorting to backup generators and boreholes to cater to their customers' needs.
Raffles Gateway General Manager Seda Siwan said they have also resorted to collecting rainwater as their last resort. The Capricorn International Hotel say they are currently using a borehole, tanks, and pumps, as the water pressure is very low, and a backup generator whenever the power is cut off. Road from Lautoka to Nandi is still closed. The road from Lautoka to Nandi is still closed, since the Lomolomo, Natabua, and Lovu flats are still under about 2 feet of water. The floodwaters are receding slowly in those areas, but heavy rain is now being experienced in the area. Lautoka City is clear of any floodwaters and shop owners are currently cleaning the shops. Floodwaters force assessment team to return. The increase in floodwaters in most parts of the district of Waialavu West and Sapozapa has forced the Nakaldrova Provincial Assessment Team to return to their offices.
Provincial Administrator Ali Pate Balalebu has confirmed that the village of Dawara, Keka, Navi Evia are still inaccessible because the bridges to those villages are still underwater. Balaleva confirms from the areas he has visited 15 houses in Vunavesi, 6 houses in Natuvarara, 17 houses in Naiye, 20 houses in Valeni are badly affected by floodwaters. He said the continuous downpour could result in widespread flooding in these areas this afternoon. Telecommunication services to most parts restored. Telecom Fiji Limited has confirmed that the telecommunication services to the most parts of the western and northern divisions have been restored. Public Relations Officer Irene Miller confirms that the TFL Bar and Nandi exchanges were switched on earlier today. However, the operation of these exchanges depends on the weather and may need to be switched off for safety reasons should floodwaters rise again. She also confirms that as at 11 a.m., telecommunications services in the Northern Division were restored after the tireless efforts of their technicians. TFL also said businesses are advised that should power be unavailable, their switchboard systems will not be operational, and they should switch to normal telephones to have access. Red Cross trying to access disaster areas. The Red Cross Society said they are trying their utmost to try to get to inaccessible areas to distribute relief packs. Disaster coordinators said they are liaising with the authorities here in Suva to see which areas are in dire need of supplies and relief packs. They said, however, in some areas they have to wait as the roads are either washed away, flooded or damaged, and cannot be passed. The Fiji Red Cross Society said they have visited evacuation centers in Raua and Nandi. Disaster coordinators said they have given out relief packs and are now giving out water. However, one of the evacuees at the St. Andrew's School Evacuation Center said they have heard of help supplies being given by the Red Cross and government. However, they have yet to see the assistance and have just received clothes which they do not need. Disaster coordinators said they are currently out in the field gaining access and trying to get to other parts in Raua, Nandi, and Lautoka. Disaster coordinators has assessed that those who are in dire need of assistance, those who need food, water, clothes, and blankets right now are the victims in Nandi, Bar, and Lambasa. For many residents severely affected by the floods in Nandi and Bar, they have not had proper food or no food and water for the past week. Several foreign governments have given direct cash assistance to the Red Cross. New Zealand has given $100,000, Australia $150,000 Australian dollars. The United States has given $50,000. The French government has today donated $50,000. And DGCell Fiji has given $50,000. All this money was given directly to the Red Cross. If you wish to make a cash donation, contact Fiji Red Cross Society, National Office, 22 Gorey Street, GPO Box 569, Suva, Fiji Islands. Fiji Red Cross Society. Phone 011679 331433. Fax 011679 33033818. Email helpdesk@redcross.com.fj or publicrelations@redcross.com.fj. You can also deposit your donations to the CFL Appeal account at Westpac, account number 9800-935-794. Thank you, and may God bless Fiji. Vinaka.